Is this boy of 25 years old dating someone or is he single?
No comment. I don't know, man. I've got this question since I was 9. Are you dating someone? And I don't know, man. I just get so uncomfortable when I'm asked this. I'm like, अगर yes बोलूंगा तो फिर पूछेंगे कौन है. No बोलूंगा तो पूछेंगे क्यों नहीं
चलो
है. तो
चलो हम
what
नहीं
do I
पूछते
say?
कौन है, हम नहीं पूछते कौन है. Yes or no?
It's complicated. So it's a cool way to be neutral, you know. It's just you can say, yeah, it's complicated.
So
So yeah,
personal status, it's complicated.
it's complicated. Yeah, can say single, taken, complicated. It's complicated. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Darsheel Safary, thank you so much for joining me on ETimes. 14 साल पहले एक ऐसी पिक्चर आई थी जिसमें बच्चा इतना फेमस हो गया था और वो आज वही बच्चा 25 साल का नौजवान हो चुका है. March 9 was your birthday. Belated happy returns. And please let us know what is happening in your life at this point of time.
Absolutely. Also, firstly, thank you for having me. I mean, this goes back 15 years, 2007. It's feeling like a long journey. मैं खुद सोच रहा था कि जब 25 years, like when I'll turn 25, तो तब mentally क्या feel कर रहा हूँगा मैं. And what मैंने जो predict किया था कि मैं इस time पे यहाँ पे हो सकता हूँ, उसका बहुत ही एक different scenario was my reality. मेंटली एक स्विच आता है कि यू टर्न 25. आई डोंट नो मैं वो कैसे आपको एक वर्ड्स में बता सकता हूँ. इट्स लाइक अ फीलिंग दैट यस आई टर्न 25. मैंने आफ्टर तारे जमीन पर मैंने इफ यू मस्ट बी नोइंग आई हैव डन आई वर्कड विद वेरी एस्टीम्ड पीपल. आई बीन लकी फॉर्चुनेट कि मैं उनके साथ काम कर पाया. Right from Priyadarshan sir to Walt Disney to Deepa Mehta ma'am. All these people के साथ सीखने के बाद it was always the worry was that okay, what's the next step? What is the अगला क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ जो इससे better हो सके, जो मुझे और better सिखा सके. And I did my first dance reality show झलक दिखला जा and that was one of the fun experiences. उसके भी 10 साल खत्म हो रहे हैं. So I don't know time इतना जल्दी क्यों निकल रहा है. जब कॉलेज शुरू हुआ तो मैंने कॉन्शियसली डैड को भी बताया था कि मैं आई वांट टू एंजॉय कॉलेज क्योंकि स्कूल लाइफ आई डेफिनेटली एंजॉयड स्कूल बट इट वेंट ऑफ वेरी फास्ट फॉर मी लिटिल फास्टर देन एक्सपेक्टेड. सो मैंने डैड को बोला था कि कॉलेज में अटेंड करूंगा. आई डू माई एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज. आई वांट टू फील द फ्रीडम दैट यू गेट आफ्टर स्कूल. तो पापा ने बताया ठीक है तुम कर लो लेकिन एक चीज याद रखना कि सीखते रहना है, एक लर्निंग एटीट्यूड रखना है. एंड आई वाज लाइक फेयर इनफ. प्योरली बाय चांस या प्योरली बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस आई आई वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड टू थिएटर ऑफ सम फॉर्म. स्ट्रीट प्ले हो गया, स्टेज प्लेज हो गए एंड यू नो हमारे जो एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज में जो होता है. आई वाज इन एचआर कॉलेज सो आई यूज्ड टू रिप्रेजेंट एचआर in these competitions as an actor. एक लाइव रिएक्शन. सो इन वन ऑफ दोस प्लेस आई गेट स्लैप्ड एंड हमने ऐसे ही डिसाइड किया था कि सचमुच का चाटा मारेंगे. तो मैं भी प्रिपेयर्ड था एंड वो चाटा जब पड़ा तो जो रिएक्शन आया ऑडियंस में से उसके लिए मैं प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं था. यू नो इट वाज लाइक दे वर इन इट, you know what the play is being performed. एंड वो मोमेंट मेरे साथ आज तक रही है कि एक लाइव रिएक्शन को एक्सपीरियंस करना फॉर एन एक्टर, फॉर अ परफॉर्मर, फॉर अ स्टेज आर्टिस्ट, इवन इफ यू आर नॉट एन एक्टर, यू आर अ सिंगर और यू आर अ कमेडियन और जो भी, टू सी एन ऑडियंस रिएक्टिंग टू व्हाट यू आर डूइंग लाइव, उसका मजा अलग ही है. And then all of a sudden NCPA called and I was doing my first professional commercial play with Mr. Dalit Tahil and Anant Mahadevan जी, जिन्होंने थिएटर 30-35 सालों से किया है और मैं यहाँ पे मेरा फर्स्ट प्ले कर रहा हूँ इनके साथ. सो आई एम मिसमैच्ड. एंड आई एम थिंकिंग दैट ओके हाउ डू आई अप्रोच दिस, मुझे करना क्या है, बिकॉज मैं डरा हुआ भी हूँ बहुत ज्यादा. लेकिन मुझे अनंत जी ने बहुत ही स्वीट सी बात कही थी कि दर्शील, तुम जो भी करते हो ना, एक लर्निंग एटीट्यूड रखना. कि तुम हर एक प्ले, हर एक शो करोगे, तुम्हें शायद ये शो के 100 टाइम्स तुम्हें 100 शो करने हो, 600 शो, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ शोज करने हो. जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट देयर इज समथिंग न्यू दैट इज हैपनिंग एवरी सिंगल शो. भले तुम वही दर्शील हो और भले तुम वही कैरेक्टर प्ले करो, वही लाइंस बोल रहे हो, उसकी उसके लिए अपनी आंखें और अपने कान खुले रखना. एंड फॉर एवर थैंकफुल एंड फॉर एवर ग्रेटफुल फॉर दैट एडवाइस. एंड देन मैंने 5 साल थिएटर किया. I have done over 130 shows, and all around India, in the Navy, in the boarding schools, in the army, everywhere. In Bombay, in Royal Opera House, NCPA, everywhere. It changed me as a human being and as an actor. और फिर पैंडेमिक आता है और सब everything is a standstill. And then we are back on 2021, where things are easing up a little. And I was able to shoot my first feature film in, I think, 5-6 years. बहुत time हो गया. Called Mukt. एंड उसमें मेरी जो भी एज अ परफॉर्मर, एज एन एक्टर, जो भी मेरा कंट्रोल्ड frustration था, वो बाहर निकाल पाया मैं. That thirst to perform, because it was a physically demanding role. I had to learn ballet, modern contemporary, I had to go bald, and I had to get into a physically imposing form. So मैंने सब निकाल दिया. All that badass is outside on screen. And I was thankful for it. I was wondering what next? Theatre nahi ho raha hai, to how do I focus on cinema? Because that's the goal, to perform. I was just praying to God that things keep continuing. So I was able to shoot 3 short films. I was able to shoot some sketches for Netflix. I shot for an anthology film, and I shot my first web show for Woot, which will be coming out this year, hopefully. And then this year starts and things are getting better, where I shot my first film in a different language, a Gujarati film, with Ratna Pathak ma'am, with Mansi Parekh. Dharmendra Gohil sir was there, a fellow theater veteran. तो उनके साथ काम करने का एक अलग satisfaction तो होता ही है, but एक अलग खुशी और एक अलग I was feeling just relaxed after coming back on camera. I was feeling just so happy and relaxed. And yeah, I'm preparing for my next film that I'll be shooting in May. I shot for some ads recently. So work is going well, touchwood. And yeah, I can't wait for you all to see this new, experienced, slightly experimental, different version of me as an actor or as a person.
Darsheel, you said something which caught my attention, and you said something to the effect of that जो आपने सोचा था उस वक्त वो
Yeah.
उस तरह से फिलहाल नहीं हुआ है. At the age of 25, what exactly had you thought जो नहीं हुआ?
I had thought at the age of 25, I thought that, okay, this can be a good time for me to be pretty much established as an actor. I was thinking that life would be easier. I did not think that there will be a pandemic. I had thought that, life, like, मैं pretty much mentally, physically, वगैरह, मैं spiritually, I would be sorted. And it's just God's way of throwing these googlies at you.
Hmm.
I'm just happy that just before my birthday, at before 12 a.m., I was with my mother and my sister and my friend, and मैंने बस एक ही चीज बोली before 12 o'clock कि to the 24th year of my life, thank you for being so challenging. Also a great learning experience. Band बज गई है मेरी. Like, I didn't know that I'd be able to make it through it because इतना challenging year था मेरे लिए last year. But I also welcome my next year as a more evolved and a more emotionally experienced person.
क्या हुआ last year?
That's what I mean, that if I'm not where I've imagined myself to be, despite जो भी गूगलियां डाली है, जो भी challenges आई है, जो भी, I'm just sugarcoating it, but all the problems that I've faced, I'm just thankful and grateful and happy that I was able to survive
But क्या
And
problems
not
आए
just
थे?
that,
ऐसे कौन से
but
problems आए थे? You said that it was so challenging. You didn't know that
you
you'll
have
be
to
able to
imagine.
make it that year.
मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूँ. Yeah, so you have to imagine that now you're traveling every week. आप बैंगलोर जा रहे हो, आप कोची जा रहे हो, आप चेन्नई जा रहे हो, आप कलकत्ता जा रहे हो, आप बॉम्बे में शोज कर रहे हो, लेफ्ट राइट एंड सेंटर, you're traveling, and you're performing. You're doing two very well received plays where you're playing one of the central characters. Um, एक एक्टर के लिए एक कंफर्ट क्रिएट हो गया था मेरे लिए. And I was saying that I promised my dad that I will continue doing theater and I'll become one of the well-known names, a name to that you can easily recollect when you say that, oh, Darsheel, who also does theater along with films. So I promised him that, and I had said that there's no way to go except going up. And all of a sudden the pandemic comes and everything has stopped. It's like literally, it's not even like कि गाड़ी में कैसे normally brake मारते हैं. It's like a proper stop. हमारे और दूसरे जो भी जगह पे shows confirm हो गए थे, जहां हम travel करने वाले थे, जहां हम promote करने वाले थे, everything stopped. And this is not just you thinking कि हाँ अभी stop हो गया है, 2-3 महीने में वापस चालू हो जाएगा. This is that kind of a stop where you are not sure कि ये वापस चालू होगा या नहीं होगा, क्या दुनिया सेम होगी नहीं होगी, क्या मैं सेम रहूंगा नहीं रहूंगा. एंड ये मुझे रियलाइज हुआ 2 महीने आफ्टर द पैंडेमिक केम. सो मार्च में आई गेस इट केम, अप्रैल में जून. इन जून दिस हैपेंड व्हेन आई हैड दिस क्राइसिस ऑफ सॉर्ट्स एंड आई वाज लाइक कि ओके मैंने अपने लिए एक बबल क्रिएट किया हुआ है ऑफ दिस traveling for theater, and I was also meeting people for films as well. I was in talks with a couple of producers and directors for some films that I was going to do. Very exciting projects. My scripts abhi yahan pe pade hue. And I was like, yaar, ye bhi pause ho gaya hai. How will I get this time back? How will I get that momentum? For an actor, everything that matters, everything is going on, but when momentum is stopped, to band baj jati hai. So this was one of the many challenges that I faced on a professional front, on a personal front. I mean, now, like I said, that आप रियलाइज करने लगते हो बहुत सारी चीजें अपने आप के बारे में, बिकॉज नाउ यू हैव टाइम. आप घर में बैठे हो, आपके पास कुछ है नहीं करने को, कुछ काम वगैरह नहीं है. यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट योर सेल्फ कॉन्स्टेंटली कि आप कौन हो, आप व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, हु आर यू, हु इज दर्शील, व्हाई इज ही लाइक दिस, व्हाई डज ही लाइक टू गो ऑन स्टेज, व्हाई इज ही एन एक्टर. All these things come, and trust me, jo bhi ye sun raha hai, I mean, whoever I have discussed this with have somewhere or the other faced this when the pandemic came. They had this time कि वो अपने आप में introspect करके बहुत सारे सवाल आने लग गए, and of course impatient भी होने लग गए. And like I said, sir, along with this, when your goal or your aspiration is to be an actor, and there's nothing else, you're like, okay, I'm gonna be an actor. My intention is pure. My thought process is pure. But अब वो एक stop हो जाता है, and then you're looking around and you're like, okay, अगर acting अगर नहीं हुआ तो, and ऐसे आड़े टेढ़े doubts आ जाते हैं आपके life में, and then you're like, okay, क्या करें? So I had to just have the patience. I'm thankful to my family, my mom and dad, my friends, जिन्होंने मुझे बहुत ही काम रखा इसमें, where they were like, Darsheel, relax, it's fine. And I used to tell them कि तुम लोगों को क्या मालूम, you all are not in my shoes to understand what I'm feeling. So they used to be like, even if we don't understand, we know who you are, and we want to tell you that have patience. If you have patience, it will always bear fruit. And I was like, ठीक है, भगवान का नाम लेते हैं. And
I
let me
I
also
would request you
arm
here that
myself.
stay positive, and it's not just you. Everybody has been rocked, and
Yeah.
हर एक इंसान का, बड़े से बड़े एक्टर का, बड़े से बड़ी एक्ट्रेस का वर्क क्वालिटेटिवली क्वांटिटेटिवली अफेक्ट हुआ है. And we are not talking only about acting. Trust me, in every profession, almost in every profession, things have gone, sour. But having said that, we are all together in this, and
Yes.
please keep your patience going.
Yeah.
And while I understand that, this could have happened to you because you tasted immense success. So 11 years have rolled by, and it's that what is probably, in your mind, okay, I think I should have done this big Bollywood film. Is it that?
So yeah, like I said, I mean, you're always thinking of going up. अब जो भी situation में होते हो, you're like, okay, इससे better. Uh, Along with living that moment. What I learned is, like I was saying, कि ये माइंडसेट मेरा 2020 के पहले होता था कि ओके अब यहाँ शो किया, अब यहाँ शो करेंगे, अगर यहाँ मैंने ये फिल्म के लिए इसके साथ बात की तो अब यहाँ बात करेंगे, ये फिल्म करेंगे, दिस दैट, इट्स ऑलवेज गोइंग अप 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 अप. सो दैट जो मुझे रियलाइज हुआ was that was kind of somewhere stopping me from being in the moment. I was not giving myself that fulfillment that I was feeling. कि okay, मैं यहाँ पे अब यहाँ पे खड़ा हूँ after a lot of people's hard work, including my hard work, and this is what is happening right now. Be here for a moment. Once this gets over, then you start thinking about the next thing, one thing at a time. So I armed myself with as much knowledge of the film industry as I can. I watched. मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा अपना scope widen कर दिया. I watched a lot of content, and I started writing and a lot of things, thinking that I'll be in the moment for now. I'll complete one thing at a time, and then आगे का we'll see when the time comes. So timing is the most important, if you know what I mean. And at that moment, like you mentioned, that I was thinking, okay, now iske upar ye, iske upar ye. So I'm touch wood. Like I mentioned that I've shot a couple of projects. I've shot quite a lot in the last 1 year. I have tried to be in the moment. I've not thought कि okay, ये film के बाद ये film, ये film के बाद ये show, ये release होगा तो ये होगा, this and that. I've just tried to be here in the moment, trying to understand that okay, here I am. This is where I need to be 100%. My focus, my attention, my physicality, my mentality, everything has to be here right now. This is what the situation demands. और इसके आगे फिर देखा जाएगा कि okay, once this gets over, then we can start seeing okay, what next? Automatically, things will come in your platter. So, like I mentioned, one of the many aspects of change that I felt, which जो मुझे एक shot में realize हुआ when I turned 25, कि oh, I'm not the same person I thought I would be, or who I was. Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to get a lot of films very soon. Things have opened up, and as I said, you need to just have patience. What type of roles are you looking at? One. Second is, are you going to casting directors, calling up producers, directors, reaching out to them? How are you, networking?
So very luckily, fortunately, just before the pandemic, suddenly there was this. I was getting these calls. Like what happened is my full focus was on theatre. मैं पूरा theatre पे focus कर रहा था because I wanted to hone my skills as an actor professionally. The moment I thought I had the hang of it is when I started focusing back on the screen, on films and all other formats. I didn't have to call anyone. सामने से कि I got the call. I tried to respond. We met. We hung out. We understood what space we are looking for from each other. Say, for example, if I'm trying to meet these people, and then suddenly there would be one person would come and be like, "Oh, तुम कहाँ थे इतने सालों से? हमें लगा कि तुमने काम acting profession ही छोड़ दिया." And I'm like, "Whoa, I have not quit this. I was busy doing something else. I was doing theatre." So they're like, "Oh, you do theatre, right." So that was the time where I had started to slowly meet these people and understand. I was auditioning. I was giving screen tests, and small things were materializing. Like I shot an ad for Google, and like I was thinking that okay, this is what it is. Probably by the end of 2020, I should be at a stage where I can feel a little more comfortable. and then the pandemic comes, and then everything stops. Uh, Uske baad, like when 2021 comes, the stakes are higher for me. So I'm thinking, okay, I have to make the most of this. Or it's very easy. It's very easy for someone of my age, of my nature, to get lost. तुम घूम जाते हो ये सब चीजों में. I was saying that ये सब गया तेल लेने. Stop thinking about all this. Just be yourself. If you're yourself, and if your intentions are clear and clean enough, everything will work out. So last year when I did Mukt, I was just trying to be myself. I met hundreds of people. I met people who I've worked with before. I met new people. I met everyone. I was just like, okay, I'm happy to be here. This is where I want to be. And I continued doing that. And one project led to another. I met other people. I did the Woot show. I did this. I did that. I did all these places that I worked with. Led to me meeting more people. And then I started socializing. I started meeting my friends. I started meeting my industry friends. It started feeling weirdly normal. जो वो 2 साल का एक abnormality आ गया था pandemic के कारण, जो सब introvert बन गए थे उसके बाद. तो ये एक weirdly एक normalcy का element feel हुआ था. Like last week I finished a shoot for an ad, and then I went to my friend's house in Andheri, and I would have not gone there actually, but I just went because I know those people, I respect those people, I love being with them. And so like I said, one thing always leads to another, and the most important thing being is that you need to be yourself. Stop thinking. I think हम लोग सब बहुत ज़्यादा सोचते हैं, and that's me included.
Absolutely, what you're saying is so right at this point of time. We really think
Yeah,
we really think too much and make it
yeah,
complicated ourselves. I want to ask
yeah.
that when that movie Taare Zameen Par clicked for you, how was it at school? Did you experience people assuming that यार ये तो बहुत भाव खाने लगा है, friends turning around and saying, no, I don't think Darsheel is the same. Did these things happen?
Oh, I mean, yeah. What happens is when you've done a film, I mean, before you've done a film, आप जब फिल्म नहीं कर रहे होते हो, तब अगर मुझे एकदम लॉजिक टेक्निकली बात करनी है, तो आपके ऊपर जो आईज है ना, वो काफी लिमिटेड होती है. इट्स योर फैमिली, योर फ्रेंड्स, योर टीचर्स, एंड सम रैंडम पीपल. सोशल मीडिया भी उतना था नहीं, सो नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ आईज ऑन यू. व्हेन यू डन अ फिल्म ना, इवन पीपल यू डोंट नो हैव देयर आईज ऑन यू. सो से फॉर एग्जांपल, मेरे स्कूल में इन माय क्लास आई हैड अ ग्रुप ऑफ 4 people. I didn't have the eyes of only those 4 people. I had the eyes of the entire school, of all the groups, all the students, even the peons, everyone.
Hmm.
So now, say for example, if I don't, because they are automatically thinking, अरे ये तो actor बन गया, ये तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया होगा, ये हो गया होगा, वो हो गया होगा. They are already assuming things, which are not necessarily something I'm intentionally doing. Say अगर मैं
तो हुआ था,
मेरी बस्ती में हूँ.
तो हुआ था. It
Sorry?
happened to you. It happened to you.
Yeah. Absolutely, I'll tell you. So I'll give you an example. So there were a lot of so definitely I faced some amount of bullying in my school, where I had these seniors who would be like, "Hey, come here," and they would just grill me with some questions and make me uncomfortable and stuff like that. And I would be like, "Hey, okay, I'm being misunderstood right now," without really doing anything. And that is what an actor's life is, or any performer as such, because they have this everyone starts creating a notion. I'll tell you, people in my building right now, even my watchman, everyone, they've created this notion about who an actor is. And now, okay, Darsheel is an actor, so now we kind of guess what he's thinking. If he's not shutting the door of the lift, or is he not pressing the bell, or whatever, because the actor thing has come out. So life changes on all aspects around you, socially, friends, to a certain extent, family, school, teachers, everyone. And the funny thing is that you're not even aware this is changing. You are thinking ke sab same hi hai. And then what happened is that in school, like very funny incidents happened. Like, say, for example, uh, the day the film released, 21st December 2007, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was back, and Monday I went to school. Now I didn't know क्या होगा. थोड़ी excitement थी. Like I didn't know what the response of the movie was on opening weekend. मैंने मॉम को बोला, मॉम मूवी हैज रिलीज, तो मुझे कैंटीन में डोसा खाने के लिए 20 रुपीज दीजिए. तो मॉम हैड गिवन मी 20 rupees and I was very excited. So I had planned it.
Yeah.
And I ended up going there. And मैं कभी कैंटीन से क्लासरूम पहुंच ही नहीं पाया. I was surrounded by the first 3 floors of my school. None of the students went back to class. I was swarmed, surrounded. My tie was being pulled. My pocket on my shirt was a little torn. मेरे को यहाँ से थोड़ा सा blood निकल रहा था. And my, like, I was like surrounded. I've never got to eat that dosa. And then I went to the principal and I was like, ma'am, I need a half day. And she's like, what happened? Someone beat you up. You had a fight. I said, no, ma'am, I didn't have a fight. I think everyone just is very excited that I'm here. She's like, yeah, Darsheel, I understand. So I had to take a proposed leave from school to not, to save myself. And then this went on till 10th standard in different ways, of course. There were rules in schools कि हाँ चलो तुम break के बाद तुम class में अगर नहीं मिले 5 minute के अंदर तो you get some remarks and some other things that happened. So there's more discipline, of course. But that was one frontier. This change doesn't last for 1 year. This change is perpetual. It's changing till today. I experience new emotions, new things that people feel towards me, new words that they say from everyone. And I feel as an actor, you should be prepared for that. And I don't mean saying कि सोच के रखो कि कौन क्या कर रहा है and be prepared. Just be yourself. And कैसा है हम सबका आदत होता है to take everything very seriously. Just relax. And I feel that's the best way to survive.
Are you in touch with Amir Khan?
My dad messages here and there. His best wishes keep coming. Sometimes it's my birthday and he'll remember, he'll wish me and this and that. So, yeah, I mean, most of my projects that I've done in my life after Taare Zameen Par have been guided by him. He has given me his blessing and his agreement that, okay, Darsheel, you should do this project. So, yeah, all that you're seeing here today is a lot because of him.
That's very good. So, what else? और क्या हो रहा है आपके लाइफ में?
इतना सारा तो बस.
I think everybody wants to know, Darsheel, to conclude, that is this boy of 25 years old dating someone or is he single?
No comment. I don't know, man. I've got this question since I was 9. Are you dating someone? And I don't know, man. I just get so uncomfortable when I'm asked this. I'm like, अगर yes बोलूंगा तो फिर पूछेंगे कौन है. No बोलूंगा तो पूछेंगे क्यों नहीं है. तो मैं
हम
what
नहीं
do I
पूछते
say?
कौन है. हम नहीं पूछते कौन है. Yes or no?
It's complicated.
My God.
Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, half the people in my age group or age bracket, if you're going to ask this question, that are you dating or not, I'm being honest because I've done this survey where I've asked people around me who I've worked with also, and the answer nowadays is it's complicated. And I'm like, oh, so you all don't say yes or no. It's a cool way to be neutral, It's just you can say, yeah, it's complicated.
So
yeah.
personal status, it's complicated.
It's complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. I think Facebook, all these places should put this, okay, you can say single, taken, complicated. It's complicated. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Thank you, Darsheel. Thank you so much for being on ETimes. And from the entire team here, we wish you all the best in your career. May you go far ahead and continue your good work.
Thank you so much, Vicky sir. Thank you.
Stay in touch.